Hello and welcome to Awaz News. I'm Kubra Ali and I'll be taking you through big news across Canada.
Montreal man accused of installing tracking devices on SUVs parked at Yorkdale Mall. No ID, no entry. LCBO launching controlled entrances pilot at 6 stores. Ontario drivers soon won't be required to renew their license plates, Premier Ford. Police arrest man who allegedly exposed himself to 2 teen girls at Oakville Mall. Stretch of Toronto's Gardiner Expressway to go down to 4 lanes for 3 years. Suspect identified in TTC subway assault on 19-year-old man. 13 men charged after allegedly meeting minors at a Niagara Falls hotel for sexual services.
These were the headlines and let's jump right into the details.
Premier Doug Ford says drivers in Ontario will soon be able to skip the annual registration of their license plates as the province works to make this process automatic. Ford made the announcement at a news conference in Toronto on Tuesday morning. We are getting rid of that totally, registering your vehicle. We did the step, getting rid of the stickers. Now we are getting rid of the re-registration. The Premier said in response to question about a surge in expired plates on Ontario roads. It will be automatically re-registered so people won't have to worry about that at all. A spokesperson for the ministry said the automatic renewal will only be available for drivers in good standing, meaning that individuals with parking tickets or toll bills will have to do it manually. OPP Sergeant Kerry Smith previously said that more and more motorists are forgetting to renew now that the process is free. The Ford government previously eliminated all fees associated with the annual registration of license plates in 2022. As of March 13, 2022, drivers of passenger vehicles, motorcycles, mopeds, and light commercial vehicles were no longer required to pay to renew their license plates or put a sticker on them. The cost to renew license stickers for the year was previously $60 in Northern Ontario and $120 in Southern Ontario. The Premier's office confirmed to Awaz News that license plate renewal changes will be part of a larger bill that includes a requirement that a future provincial carbon pricing plan be put to a referendum. The bill is expected to be tabled Tuesday when MPPs return to the legislature. Trips on the Gardiner Expressway will likely get a little longer starting next month thanks to major repair work planned for the busy Toronto artery. The city says the Gardiner Expressway will be reduced to 2 lanes in each direction between Dufferin Street and Strachan Avenue for 3 years, beginning as early as late March. Additional lane reductions could also be implemented as required throughout the project. The Lundy Lane closures come as the city continues a major strategic rehabilitation plan for the aging expressway. The 6-part strategic rehabilitation plan was approved by Council back in 2016. Its anticipated completion date was 2030. However, the city said a number of factors could push that date back. The first stage, which saw extensive work carried out from Jarvis to Cherry Streets, was completed in 2021. Future stretches include Highway 427 to Humber River, York Street to Grand Magazine Boulevard, Cherry Street to the Don Valley Parkway, and Humber River to Dufferin Street. Work on the underside of the latest stretch began a few months back in November. While the timeline for the Dufferin Street to Strachan Avenue section includes the period when Toronto will host part of the FIFA World Cup tournament, the city says the lane restrictions will be lifted for 3 months from May to July in order to accommodate the games. The stretch of the garden being worked on passes close to exhibition place, and city staff, they say, are coordinating with the appropriate groups around major events such as the Honda Indy and the CNE. Pedestrian access to the GO station will be maintained throughout the work, and city staff say they are also coordinating closely with Metrolinx to avoid disruptions. However, the project will entail noise and significant traffic impacts, according to city staff. Public notices and community meetings are expected to take place in the near future to inform residents. Work on this section of the expressway is expected to be complete by mid-2027, the city said. The General Government Committee authorized the city on October 30th to sign a contract with Grasscan Construction Limited for the work. That was about a month before the provincial government announced it would take back responsibility for the Gardiner as part of its new deal with Toronto. The upload of the expressway and the Don Valley Parkway are expected to complete by the end of this year. Police have charged 13 men who allegedly engaged with young persons online and met them at a hotel in Niagara Falls for sexual services. The arrests were part of Niagara Regional Police Service-led NRPS project that targeted individuals who used the internet to communicate with and meet minors they believed were offering sexual services for money. Detectives in NRPS, human trafficking, internet child exploitation, child abuse, and domestic violence units in conjunctions with the Ontario Provincial Police Anti-Human Trafficking Intelligence-led Joint Force Strategy and with the assistance of multiple police and law enforcement agencies, including OPP Border Enforcement Security Team, Canada Border Services Agency, Department of Homeland Security USA, and Royal Canadian Mounted Police arrested the suspects between January 31st and February 3rd. The accused, whom police have not named, range in age from 20 to 60 and reside in either Niagara Falls, Niagara-on-the-Lake, St. Catharines, Thorold, Welland, Windsor, or Buffalo, New York. They have been criminally charged with luring a child for the purpose of obtaining sexual services for consideration from a person under 18 years, and invite counsel sexual exploitation of a young person. The accused were held in custody and attended video bail hearings. These arrests showcase the dedication of our members in ensuring some of the most vulnerable members of our community are protected, sending a strong message that predatory behaviors associated with human trafficking will not be tolerated in Niagara. Niagara Regional Police Service Chief Bill Foddy said in a February 13 news release. The investigation is ongoing. Anyone with the information is asked to contact investigating officers at 905-688-4111, option 3, extension 1009544, or Crime Stoppers anonymously. Select LCBO stores will soon require certain customers to present photo identification to security before entering as a part of a pilot program that aims to combat retail theft. In a media release Tuesday, the Liquor Control Board of Ontario (LCBO) announced that it will introduce controlled entrances at 6 stores in the province's northern region. Providing an exceptional customer and employee experience is a top priority, so our goal is to make this new process quick and easy, John Summers, the LCBO's chief retail officer, said in a statement. According to the LCBO, the control entrance will have an exterior door, a vestibule, and an interior door. Customers who appear 17 years or older will have to present their ID to security personnel at the vestibule, and if they meet all criteria, the interior door will be opened and they can start shopping. The LCBO says the photo ID will be scanned to ensure it is legitimate and valid, and that the customer is at least 19 years old and does not have a prior incident record at the store. Anyone who does not meet the requirements will be prohibited from entering, the LCBO said, adding that during the pilot, only one customer can enter the store at a time. 4 of the 6 stores selected for the pilot will be in Thunder Bay, while the other 2 will be in Kenora and Sioux Lookout. The LCBO said no decision have been made at this time for whether the pilot will become permanent and expand to other stores. The Manitoba Liquor and Lotteries (NBLL) implemented a similar policy in 2020, and according to its website, since the installation of control entrances, robberies have been virtually eliminated and thefts have plummeted from hundreds each week to a handful. A man from Montreal has been charged after he allegedly installed tracking devices on vehicles parked at a Toronto mall. The incident happened around 3:20 p.m. on February 10th at Yorkdale Mall, located at Dufferin Street and Yorkdale Road, according to the Toronto Police Service. Investigators allege that the accused was in the parking lot when a citizen observed him kneeling down beside a parked Range Rover. The citizen informed mall security, who in turn called police, they said. Shortly after, a tracking device was found on the Range Rover, police said. Further investigation revealed that the accused had allegedly attached another tracking device on a vehicle of the same make and model in the parking lot as well. The suspect, identified by police as Yanis Dimosh, was arrested at the scene. Police say they recovered a firearm at the time of the arrest. Dimosh, 26, is facing 15 charges in relation to the incident, including 2 counts of criminal harassment, one count of possession of a loaded, prohibited firearm, and one count of failure to comply with the release orders. The charges have not been tested in court. Demosh made his first appearance at the Toronto Regional Bail Centre on February 11th. Halton Regional Police have arrested a man who allegedly exposed himself to two teenage girls at a mall in Oakville last Friday. In a news release issued over the weekend, police asked for the public's help identifying the suspect in connection with the February 9th incident that occurred at a Dollarama store inside Oakville Place. Police allege the man approached the girls and committed an indecent act. He also allegedly made non-consensual physical contact with them while exposing his genitals. The teenagers were not physically injured, police said. In an update on Tuesday, police announced that the suspect, identified as 62-year-old Paul Swanson, had been arrested. He has been charged with 2 counts of sexual assault, 2 counts of sexual interference, 1 count of committing an indecent act and failing to comply with probation. Police also released a photo of Swanson, saying they believe there may be additional victims. Anyone with the information is asked to contact investigators at 905-825-4777 extension 8970 or Crime Stoppers anonymously. Police identified the suspect who allegedly assaulted a 19-year-old on board a TTC subway train in January. Officials said it happened on evening of January 14 on a Line 2 westbound train. As the subway approached Pape subway station, the suspect allegedly hit a 19-year-old man from behind with an unidentified wooden object. Police said they were not known to each other. Toronto police said passengers at the station helped the victim off the train while the suspect stayed on board. The extent of his injuries were not disclosed by police. Police released photos of the suspect on Saturday, and in a release issued Tuesday, they said they arrested 44-year-old Robert Ola. Ola is being held and is before the courts on other matters, the release reads. Police told Awaz News in a statement they won't be able to comment any further on the suspect's charges until the parallel investigation is finished. Police are asking anyone with the information to call them at 416-808-5500 or Crime Stoppers anonymously.
Thank you for tuning in. I'm Kubra Ali. I'll see you back tomorrow, same time, same channel. Have a good night.